Hey everybody, welcome to this webinar. Thought I'd start with a little music for you. I am Jenna Stockwell. I'm going to be your host as we go through this business opportunity. I'm going to go ahead and tell my story in just a minute, but I wanted to first introduce this brand new company. It actually hasn't even launched yet. We are in a pre-launch phase. It is pronounced VIV, and it is life better. So VIV is actually the Latin root of words like live and live and lively and survive and thrive. Vivacious, you know, it's such a fun word, and as you can tell from all these colors that you're going to be seeing, this is an exciting time to be a part of this company, and our whole entire purpose is about making life better. And you're going to see throughout this whole presentation just how we do that. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself, and then I'm going to switch off my video so you can pay attention to the screen. But my name is Jenna Stockwell. I am from Connecticut. I am here in my home office coming to you wherever you are. And just a couple of quick bullet points about who I am. I am a lover of life. I simply believe that life is meant to be enjoyed, whatever that means for you. So that means something different to every single one of us. For me, that means being outside, enjoying nature, being with my husband, my friends, my family, traveling to places, seeing these things. So I'm truly a lover of life. I'm an entrepreneur, a networker, and a public speaker. This is not my first rodeo with launching a company like this. About 8 years ago, I came across something similar, and I was blessed enough to be part of it right at its inception. And I've really lived the past 8.5 years just on this absolutely crazy, fun, wild journey with a bunch of incredible people. So I do have a lot of experience in this. I've launched a lot of teams across the United States and internationally, and so I'm thrilled to be doing it again with another company. I like to consider myself a change agent. I believe that there's so many things that we're right on the precipice of changing as a culture and as a society and as humans, and I want to be a part of that change. We can all just turn on the news, and I don't even want to talk about some of the things that are going on right now, because you know what's going on out there in the world, and there are so many people that need help, and there are so many different types of causes and things that we can make a change for. So that's, you know, important. And I'm also a champion for people and the planet. I absolutely love empowering and supporting people to help live the lives of their dreams. And I also believe that we need to live in harmony with nature. You know, we're really one. You know, nature feeds us, it clothes us, it provides shelter and housing, and that we need to be respectful of that relationship so that we can continue to survive and thrive on this amazing planet. And so if you want to learn a little bit more about me, I do have a website there, but really, hopefully, I'll get to meet you in person at some point. And so I'm going to go ahead and get to the presentation here, and we are going to continue. Give me 1 second here. All right, let's see. Sorry for the pause here. This is what you get with a live presentation here. Well, you know what? I guess it's supposed to be, so I'm just going to go ahead and continue. So, VIV, one life, just one. Why aren't we running like we are on fire towards our wildest dreams? You know, this is something that for me is very impactful, because about 8.5 years ago, I was a small business owner. I owned 2 holistic centers. We had yoga, we had massage, we had acupuncture, we had all kinds of different holistic services. I was a holistic coach, so I helped people in a variety of ways. I'm also a certified aromatherapist. But I've also worked in corporate America, so I understand the commute, the daily grind, the 9 to 5. I did that. That didn't work for me. I had plenty of money, but I had no time freedom, and that did not work with me. I value my time, and it wasn't something I was passionate about. I worked for an insurance company. I certainly didn't feel as if I was changing the world, let's be real. And I decided to make a change and own my own business, because that's the other American dream, and I love people. I believe there's so many ways out there to change yourself. And so, you know, I took that leap of faith and started a business with a business partner, and it was going fabulous for a couple of years. And it was a dream of mine and a passion. But unfortunately, in 2008, the economy just could not support a small business like mine with luxury services. Anyone out there that is a business owner or worked for a company understands that time period, 2008, 2009. And so I was presented with an opportunity very similar to this. It hadn't launched yet. It was brand new. It had to do with something I was passionate about. And you know what? I took that leap of faith. I absolutely took that leap of faith. I talked to a bunch of different people that I knew about it, got a whole bunch of people to launch a company that ultimately became tremendously successful. We grew unbelievably over the past 8 years. And so I understand what it's like sometimes to feel like, wow, how did I get here? How did my life take me to this point? Because I've been there. And the best thing I can say is be open. Be open to something new. And so if you're not running towards your dreams like you are on fire, this may be a way for you to be able to do that. And so I'm hopefully going to show you 5 things today that are to help you make that decision if VIV is for you. One is a better gig. We'll get into that. Better products, how our products are helping customers. Better vision, how the company is positioned and poised. Better leadership, both corporate and field leaders like myself. And then ultimately a better you, because that really is what this is all about. And so better gig, let's talk about that. What is a gig, Everybody has a side gig these days. I mean, how many people do you know that sell things on eBay or drive for Uber or Airbnb their house out on the weekends just to make an extra income? I know so many people like that, and you can call it whatever you want, but it's a side hustle. The U economy, the gig economy, freelance economy, word of mouth advertising, whatever it is, it's here. And it's a force to be reckoned with. And so take a look at some of these statistics about who really has a side hustle. You talk about this, but here's some fabulous statistics. 35% of the workforce, 55 million people, had a side hustle in 2016. Unbelievable, which had grown 2 million from the previous 2 years. And take a look at this. It's projected that by 2020, 43% of the entire workforce is going to have some type of a side gig or a side hustle, because we have to. The way the economy is that, my parents grew up working 2 full-time jobs. That's not going to be enough in the future. What about these millennials? What about this workforce that is coming out strong? Almost half of all millennials freelance in some way, shape, or form. This is more than any other generation previously has. And so that is absolutely huge to understand the opportunity here. And then we have our baby boomers. We absolutely love our baby boomers here. And 76 million baby boomers are out there right now, and they're getting close to retirement, and about half of them are interested in entrepreneurship, some because of interest and some out of necessity because they didn't plan properly for retirement. So, I mean, this is a force that's here to stay. Almost everyone literally has a side hustle. So better products, because if you're going to have a side hustle, you have to do something that you believe in or that makes sense for yourself and for your consumers. And so let's get into this. This is the industry. Our core flagship product is an energy product in deregulated energy. This has been my industry. The previous company I was with, I worked in this industry, so I know a good amount about it. If you don't know what deregulated energy is, in a lot of states, especially in the Northeast, where I'm from, Connecticut, you can choose who supplies your energy. So the utility delivers it, they bill you, they service the line, they fix the power when it goes out, but you get to choose where your actual energy comes from. That's a choice you have. And so I've spent the last 8 years educating people about that choice. When I first started, hardly anyone knew at all about what I was talking about. And as the years went on, more and more people became educated, but still more than 50 million out of 50 million homes and businesses that have that choice, less than 30% has made that choice. Less than 30%. That's unbelievable. There was a time when they deregulated the phones. There used to be a time, believe it or not, if you're a millennial, you are going to have a hard time believing me, where there was one phone provider, just one. You didn't have a choice of Verizon and AT&T and Sprint and all the other ones. And this is where deregulated energy is right now. It's kind of at the beginning still, because most people still don't know, or they haven't chosen. Why aren't people choosing? I can tell you there's a lot of reasons. One is price. People just don't really understand, or the rates don't look good, or they're not educated, and they simply don't want to take the time to do that. Trust. They've always been with the utility, and they don't want to trust somebody else with their energy. That's something I've heard tremendously. Bait and switch tactics. Some of you out there may have changed to a third-party supplier because the rate looks fabulous, only to find out that 2 months later it was an introductory rate and now it's different. Fatigue and disengagement. Who has time for this nonsense? We have lives, right? Like, we have to go out and do all the things we have to do to live. Nobody wants to be dealing with that. The billing process is super confusing. You know, what happens? When does my meter get read? When do I make the switch? When do I cancel? It's such a hassle. I mean, sometimes I have people who put calendar reminders to remind them when to get in touch with. I mean, it can be very confusing, and nobody has time for it. So who has time for this stuff? So isn't every challenge just an opportunity? So VIV recognized that this was happening, that people love choice, but nobody has time to deal with all of those things, to try to figure out who the best supplier is, what the rate is, when the cancellation is, what's the fine print. So we created a better product. It's called Autopilot, and we take the hassle out of managing your energy choice. So the way this works is it's a technology. It's a small subscription fee. Most houses are going to fall in the $4 to $5 a month range, which is nothing. I mean, I have Netflix, I have an HBO subscription, I have Amazon Prime. I mean, I could continue on the list with how many subscriptions I have. This one actually saves you money. So Autopilot is technology with a relentless customer focus. Its whole job is to monitor the market for you and to find the best rates in your area available for you at that time. So they focus on short-term contracts. The technology researches all the plans that are out there. I mean, when I started in this industry 8.5 years ago, there was like 3 or 4 different suppliers. So it's fairly easy to research them. I can't even count how many there are now in Connecticut. There has to at least be 100 different companies with different plans. It has become this monster because everybody understands how important it is, but it's too difficult for the customer to navigate. So we do that. Our technology does that for you. We select and enroll on the best plan for you available at that time. The process is automatic. Autopilot, set it and forget it, my friends. You don't have to do a thing. And when all those annoying people keep calling you, you can just say, I'm all set, thank you. I'm on autopilot. I'm good. Switch or renew when your plan expires. We do that. The technology knows when your rate is coming up for renewal. It searches if there's another best plan for you. I mean, it does everything you could possibly imagine. It was created by a frustrated customer. I'll get to that in a moment. And it's a responsible choice. If you're with us, if you're on our Autopilot subscription, 50% of the energy you consume, we are going to purchase renewable energy on your behalf. So you can feel amazing about that. And it's actually 50% above whatever your state mandate is. So a lot of states have 15%, mandated. We go above that state mandate. So it's a really, really feels good as well. And we keep you updated every single step of the way. We're going to tell you your lifetime savings. We're going to tell you everything that you need to know, and you just don't have to do anything besides read a few emails and ignore phone calls and save and just watch your savings pile up, which is fun. So that's our core product. That's mostly concentrated on the East Coast simply because mostly on the East Coast we're deregulated. However, we have products that are nationwide. We have something that's also called lifestyle bundles. Again, we're trying to take the hassle out of your life. Look at all this stuff that we pay for these days. Credit watch, identity theft, tech rescue, storing stuff in the cloud, roadside assistance, security, home defenders, Medi-Call. Medi-Call is this whole new thing that's popping up where doctors on their downtime are being part of these services, and you can FaceTime in, start a live chat with a doctor face-to-face, and if he can diagnose something, he or she can diagnose something over the phone, they can call in prescriptions for you. So this is, again, imagine having the kids and it's 3 o'clock in the morning and the child has croup and you have to go to the walk-in. I mean, it is a nightmare for a lot of people. And this takes the hassle out of that. So I'm thrilled to start using that product. So we have all kinds of fabulous products that you're already using. How many of us have roadside assistance already? And we're paying a good amount for it. We go ahead and offer you a bundle and save option. You can bundle 3 of those services and save tremendously, or a deep, deep discount if you buy our whole Better Life bundle, which is all of those services. Again, to take the hassle out of your life, and that is something that's important to a lot of people. You don't want to spend your time managing all this stuff. And we also have a couple other products that aren't up here, some different home security type products. We have some very exciting things in the water industry. Water is starting to become a huge thing out there, trying to find clean water that's accessible to people. So we're going to have some more options on that as we move forward. This is just where we're starting. Again, we are in pre-launch. You can't even be our customer yet because that's how at the beginning this is. and a better vision. This is something that's so important to me. I could be doing a lot of things in life. I have a lot of opportunities, but I consciously chose this one because of the vision that they have. Because I believe that individually, yeah, we're powerful. We can go out there, we can make change, we can earn income, but collectively, we are unstoppable. And this is a company that's in it for the long haul. Radical transparency, you're gonna see that through the emails sent to the customers. Customer centricity, this is wholeheartedly focused on the customer. And as a consultant, which is what I am, I refer people to these products and I get paid for doing that. I'm happy when my customers are happy. So that works for me too. And then we are a company that is here for social good, which is my personal favorite part of this whole thing. We have a entire initiative called One at a Time. We are a for-purpose company. If I had balloons, this is where I'd be having the balloons come out. But One at a Time is where 1% of all revenue that the company generates will go towards changing a complicated world. So these could be things like education. It could be things like planting trees. It could be things like putting lights in places. You can see as these bubbles come up, a village with running water. There's 6 core, tenets that we're going to focus on for this One at a Time initiative: energy, economic development, education, environment, health, and water. We've found that if those things are in place for communities and people, they have a real chance at a wonderful life. And so for me, one at a time, you can only do things one at a time, right? You can impact change. The way to make the biggest change is simply one at a time. One more customer referred. One more consultant joins your team. One more, it's really powerful. It's actually, I can get quite emotional because I've been blessed enough to travel around the world. And I've been to 6 different continents, numerous countries, doing social good missions. I've planted trees on hillsides in Indonesia. I've set up solar panels at schools in Africa. I have traversed the most unbelievable conditions to get to remote villages in Nicaragua and Fiji and Albania and all sorts of places doing these types of projects, hands-on, hands in the dirt, connecting with the humans out there. And I have to tell you, people need us. Sorry. People need us. We sit here in the United States and we can't even imagine how blessed we are. And so if I know that a business that I'm building and I'm helping people here make their lives easier, and all of that, 1% of everything that I do goes towards these types of projects, I can lay my head down at night knowing that we've made a difference. And I'm so excited to do that and find other people to do that with me. So I'm going to move on because I could talk for hours about One at a Time. Better leadership. This is something that's really important. Whenever you're with a company, you have to believe in not only the product and the vision of the company, but you have to understand who's leading you. And so we have this amazing relationship of our corporate officers, who we're going to talk about in a moment, and then the field, which is, I would be considered the field. I'm a consultant. I'm an independent life consultant for VIV. That's what you would be if you decide to join this. Or if you decide to be a customer, you can just know that you're supporting a great team. And so we work together. This is leadership that works together, corporate and field. Our CEO, Cami Bainey, she is an energy expert, creative genius. She's a visionary leader. You can take a look at all of these things that she's accomplished. But I think one of the most important things to understand is that she understands this industry. She's been part of this industry for a long time. She's been named most influential woman in direct sales, one of them, for the Direct Selling Network. And so it's so good to know that she identified a gap that was missing in this industry and realized that with just a couple of tweaks, this can be game-changing for the energy industry and for consumers out there who want to take part in the energy choice, but who don't want to hassle with it. So our other 2 people of the corporate dream team would be Rob McFadden. I love this. Side hustle, all-star, family man, world traveler. He is Chief Sales Officer. You are going to see his face. If you are part of VIV, he's forward-facing. You're going to see him. He's going to be doing trainings. He's going to be helping out in live presentations. I've worked with Rob for a long time. He's a great guy. He's passionate about what he does. He lights up a room. And so just know he's going to help you build a great business. Kevin Manley, he's our Chief Technology Officer. Check out this guy. Software guru, innovative engineer, U.S. Air Force veteran. He's actually the creator of this Autopilot technology. When Cammie had this idea to innovate the industry, she went looking because she was going to create this software. It already existed. Whoa, what? She found Kevin, who had created this technology. He had 1,500 loyal customers that grew grassroots. People loved the product. He was just about to go looking for a way to market and scale his business. Sometimes in life, things just come together at the perfect time. And this is a really experienced team of leaders that all focus. You might not see Kevin as much because he's making sure our technology works. He's behind the scenes, but he's incredibly gifted with this. And he made this technology out of frustration. He was a frustrated customer who created this technology. And that is something that is some of the most innovative and genius products and companies started because it was born out of necessity. And so I'm so thrilled to help Kevin expand what he began with this incredible vision that Cammie's creating also, and that Rob's helping to bring out to the world. So I'm thrilled. And then the fifth pillar is a better you. I can't stress enough how important this is to understand, because this is not a 9-to-5 job. We are not your bosses. You are not employed by us. You are starting your very own business. And so you have to know yourself. You have to understand your triggers, your motivations, why you get up in the morning. Why are you going to find the time to build this into your schedule, working part-time alongside everything else you're doing? Why? You have to know that about yourself and be prepared. And I can tell you, any journey worth taking, I love this, results in a better version of yourself. If you had seen me 8.5 years ago, you literally, physically, and emotionally would not recognize who I am. I'm a healthier version of myself. I had to get over so many fears to go on all those trips and travel to all these crazy places with these bugs and things that kill you all over the place. I was petrified of speaking in public. Now I speak in front of thousands comfortably. I've improved my relationships. I'm a better wife, a better daughter, a better friend, a better business teammate, all because of this industry, because it has helped lifted me up. And I work with other people who are positive and wonderful, and it's a team. And so I can't stress enough how you become a better version of yourself. We have lots of tools and resources we're going to moving forward on personal growth and development. I'm a huge advocate of that. At my holistic center, that's what I focus on a lot, is making yourself better no matter what. Because when you invest in yourself first, that's the best investment you can make, because you can take that asset anywhere. And so we want you to stay right here at VIV and have all the tools that you need to be able to do that. You may have never been in something like this before, and that's okay. Because if you're open to being coached and you're ready to make those transformations, we're here to help you every step of the way. So these are just some of the basics of what you're going to get with this incredible business. Free personal website, an awesome community. I can tell you, these are some of the most fun people. I laugh, mostly I laugh every day. Social good, we're going to get together on webinars like this. We're going to get together in person to impact social change. We're going to travel the world together and continue doing that. We have weekly payouts, marketing tools, and training. Again, we're in pre-launch, and we already have all these incredible tools for you. And experienced mentors. Normally, this business is a one-time investment of $199 to get started as a VIV life consultant, but because we're in pre-launch, it's $99. What? I mean, that's insane. I go out to dinner with some friends and spend just about that or more. So this is a very small investment compared to what you can earn. I can tell you, in this industry, it's phenomenal. I worked in regular business. I told you, corporate America, owned my own business, and never ever did I think I could make the types of incomes. I've earned millions in this, and I do not say that to brag. I am humbled by that on a daily basis, that I've been able to earn millions working part-time, alongside with other things. So it's a powerful opportunity, and there's no website fees. There's no monthly fees. I mean, if you choose to be a customer, why wouldn't you? Then there's some fees, but if you just want to be a life consultant, you don't have to pay anything monthly. So I mean, it's almost crazy. Compensation plan, I'm not going to make you a compensation plan expert. If you have been in the industry and you know comp plans, we have a separate training that we can get you. It's like 15, 20 minutes that will give you all the details you could ask for. I'm giving you high level so that you understand the true potential that you have to earn income. And we make great products, and we pay you well to sell them. I mean, that is the simplest thing that we could explain on what we do. The products are phenomenal, people want them, and we get paid really well to go out there and to tell people about them. And so I have to make a disclaimer, you might not ever make money in this business. Some will and some won't. And that's a reality. I hope you're one of those people that will. We all start out with the very same opportunity, same access to products, same compensation plan. It's about you and what you're able to put into it and staying focused in a world that's trying to pull your attention everywhere. You have to be able to commit to, whether it's 1 hour a day or you have a little bit more time, that's going to be the key to your success. And so we can't guarantee you're going to make money. If you do nothing, you'll make nothing. If you do a lot, you'll make a lot. It's kind of directly proportional. So I'm just going to I told you, we do two things. We enroll customers and we invite others to do the same. Like I'm inviting you to do the same. So a great comp plan has to be balanced. You have to pay out in the very beginning for people. You have to pay out in the middle when people are building their income and building their teams. And you have to pay out on the top. When you become a top income earner, you have to continue paying. So this plan inspires teamwork. There's a clear path to success. We can show you exactly what you need to do to get to the income that you need, that the supplemental, that side hustle income that you're looking for. There's an opportunity to earn 10 times your upfront income right away. Rewards wide and deep, meaning if you're really good at bringing people onto the team and you continue to bring people on, we're going to reward you for that. If you're really great at bringing a few great people that you know and you are good with working with their team, we're going to pay you for that as well. If you're great at getting customers and you just want to refer people, we're going to pay you for that too. It's called the unilevel if you've been in the industry. It pays 8 levels, which means if I bring someone into the business who gets customers, they bring in someone to the business who gets customers, I get paid on those customers 8 levels down. So that's huge. A lot of times in the industry, it stops much sooner than 8 levels. There's $140,000 in rank advancement bonuses. A rank is simply like getting a raise. It's like getting a higher title at work. And with that comes an additional income and a rank advancement bonus just for doing it, and real residual income. Residual income, if you've never heard that phrase, is income that comes in week after week after week from work you've already done. Residual. Most of us will never be able to earn that. You would have to write a hit song and get paid every time it's on the radio. You would have to, I don't know, write a book and get, royalties every time things like that is what people earn residual income on. I'm still getting paid for work I've done 8 years ago. I did that work one time and I continue to get paid for that. So that's huge. And leadership pools. The company is very, very happy to share in the profits with people who hit some of these ranks and do certain activities. And so that's a huge thing as well. And your income is directly related to your philosophy, not the economy. I earned millions at a time when people were in a recession. It was the worst economic time. But sometimes during that, there's opportunity as well. So that's a little bit about our comp plan. Again, if you want to know more about that, we have resources for you. This is just an overview. We have trainings on these products. If you decide to become a life consultant with VIV, we have trainings every Monday night online. We have live events. You can get out and shake some hands and meet people. We have all the information you could want. You just have to let the person know who invited you what piece you want more information on, and we'll get you that. But right now, it's simply about what is your plan to be your best self. If 8.5 years ago I had said no to that opportunity, I was spiraling into debt. I couldn't pay my bills. I was living at home with my parents. I was barely 30 years old, and I didn't have a plan for my future. I wasn't being my best self. I wasn't living my best life. And if that's you, maybe you have a great paying job, but it's stressful and you never get to spend time with your family. Maybe you have health issues where you can't work a full-time job anymore, or you're concerned that as you move forward, you won't be able to do the same work. You got to do something different. You've got to make a decision to do something different. And I'm going to tell you, this may resonate with some of you, and it may not resonate at all with some of you. That's okay. If it resonated with you, come on, let's do this. Let's lock arms. I've launched companies before. The leadership team that we have between corporate and the field, we've done this before, and we're just going to do it better this time. We're going to play. We're going to connect with each other. We're going to travel. We're going to grow together. We're going to earn a tremendous amount, but most importantly, we're going to serve others. And through that serving, I believe we're going to get everything that we want in life. And there's a lot of ways to earn income, but rarely do you find something where the more you help others, my success literally depends on helping you become successful. I can't do it alone, nor would I want to. And I'm going to be here as part of this company day one. You know, I was one of the first to sign that VIV consultant application. I couldn't wait. So what's your plan? And if you don't have a plan, let us help you make a plan to be your best self. And so I hope I've shared with you and, you know, gotten across these points for the better gig and showed you that the world is changing, that everybody needs a side hustle, that we have better products that people need, and we want to create value, that we have a better vision, being part of something bigger and creating and being a change agent in the world, better leadership. Do it with people who believe in you. There's a lot of people that believed in me before I believed in myself, and that helped me tremendously. And then 5, a better you. You know, this is just a vehicle, right? This is simply a vehicle to be able to do whatever it is you want to do in life, because not only does it create financial freedom or a side income for yourself, but it creates time freedom because of that residual component. And so the distance between your dreams and reality is called action. So I'm going to urge you to take action. Again, you're either going to feel it in your gut or you're not. So you're either going to be ready to get that consultant, you know, agreement form or not. Get with the person that invited you to see this and ask them for that form, or get yourself more information, whatever you need to do. If I invited you, just get in touch with me and I'll help you out. I can't wait to create a huge team worldwide of change agents who want to make huge incomes by doing even bigger amounts of good. And so with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off and hope you have a fantastic day, and that I meet you very soon at one of our VIV locals or socials. I do want to quickly show you, if you do become a consultant, we already have fantastic resources for you. Bear with me while I just show you here. We have a pre-launch website. It's justviv.com/pre-launch. There's a lot of information on here, so don't get caught in the weeds here. I've shown you everything you need to know on this, but simply this is a great tool if you do the business, because this is where our resources are right now. There's enrollment forms. This presentation I just gave you is here. And this, most importantly, is our calendar of events. So if you just click on calendar of events here, and again, it's just the website right here, justviv.com/pre-launch. Go to the events. We have trainings every single Monday evening at 7 o'clock from corporate on our different products and things. You can register right here for free. A VIV local is in person and live. If it has, you know, a place, it's a live training. You also have things called VIV socials, which we're on here, but I'm not exactly sure where those went right now. Don't worry about that. This is a VIV social. It's social. You can share it with people on social media. You can invite people online. These are locals, where if you live near any of these, I highly recommend to get out, and you can build your teams live. You can build national teams online. We're going to help you do this, however. And the other resource you have right now as a consultant, if you decide to join this business, is you also have the VIV Updates Facebook page. It's a closed group, but if you ask to join it, you just have to fill out a few questions and you'll be invited to that. So we're building incredible, I mean, we've barely been pre-launching for a week or two and we have 500 people. That's crazy. And so don't hesitate. Again, get back with the person that invited you originally to this so that you can go ahead and take advantage of this. So with that, my friends, I think I've gone ahead and covered all of this. If you have questions, get in touch with me, jennaemily.com, or just ask the person that invited you. They know how to get in touch with me. So I hope you have a fabulous day, and I look forward to meeting you soon. Thank you, guys. Pretty girls around me, and they're waking up the rock. Keep up.